peeking at my customers' stuff. Whoa, the scenery here is wonderful. I've landed the perfect job.
I really wouldn't recommend going there.
Check it out.
Travelers and visitors, don't miss out.
Come on, it's a rare opportunity. Let's go check it out.
I really wouldn't recommend going there. Travelers and visitors, don't miss out.
I wonder what's inside this package. No. No peeking at my customers' stuff.
I really wouldn't recommend going there. Travelers and visitors, don't miss
It's a
out.
rare opportunity. Let's go check it out.
Okay, I have good news and I have bad news. Start with the good news. Klee Only will probably be out tomorrow. Bad news is I'm fucking tired, so I don't know if I'm gonna be able to get through all of Fontaine, but I'll try.
It's really far away.
Good old caravan rebot. Now let Paimon think. Oh, Paimon remembers. Nahita's consciousness had been trapped by the doctor. But we've got so much time. Paimon just hopes this peace will last a long time. And then Nahita won't have it. Yeah, guess come to think of it, maybe it's all because of you. Maybe you're just a magnet for trouble. Anyway, for Nahita's sake, maybe we should...
Ah, look who it is. Running into you in a place like this? I can see you two still love wandering around.
Oh, it's Dia! But never mind that. What brings...
I just finished a commission in the... That's when I saw you
No need
two
to do
the way
all in
over
one
there.
go.
Chatting
Well, the
away.
thing is, I arrogantly named this stream Final Day.
Can't say I saw that bumping into you. Hey, how...
Thanks, but no need.
Sounds good. So, when you...
Oh, wait a sec. Paimon just remembered there are still a few...
Then change it. Maybe.
I see.
I'll change it if I can't do it.
Now that
By the way, should we go say bye to... Oh!
then I guess this is
By the
Idea! Bye-bye, Sumeru!
We hardly knew ye. After settling matters in Sumeru, you approached the border with Fontaine. Wow, it's Fountain. We could just teleport straight there. I'm in Fontaine. I jumped at a bad time. I'm fine. One must ask, how long is Fontaine? I know it's not as long as Sumeru, but it's still long.
After crossing all that sand and water, we finally made it! Oh, this must be... Wow! Everything looks so advanced in Fontaine. Just seeing the sights as a
This is
tourist
my first time
nice,
doing Fontaine's
but
Archon quests on
maybe it
stream.
would be better if we... What do you think? Good idea! Nahida gave us loads of useful... Seeking out the seven is yeah! So... What... To learn about a nation's god, start with the nation's people. There seems to be some locals talking over
Yeah,
there.
still long, would not
Let's go
consider
see if we
doing
can
it all
join
in
the
one
crowd.
sitting. I've done that before. Was it a good idea? I mean, yeah, probably, but was it a good idea for my
Ask me,
sleep?
It's a
No.
tragedy how things ended.
Yeah, I didn't expect that kind of ending for him. I thought he would at least fight on a little longer for his I was expecting us.
Also, if you even remember about you have to fight the iniquitous Baptist, if I draw
excuse me,
yada yada,
can
you
I
don't
help you
have to,
too?
just do whatever.
Uh,
Yeah, I'd rather get this challenge done with right now.
play?
Really?
Well, good tells are often
And
based on
the
whether
end is
something
right around the
true or
corner.
not simply isn't that important. The main thing is whether the story being Oh, but it looks like you're not from around here. You probably don't know.
But,
And as for your worries about whether the cases are treated with due reverence,
We have the absolute
have the
just
absolutely
and
just
honorable Chief Justice
Nivolette.
Nivolette! That's the person we're delivering this hoodie to.
As well as the
Or Trees
origins of the
Mechanique Denali's
Kirara's
Connor
All
now.
Along. A machine created by the Archon.
Where's the hoodie?
Between the machine and the Chief Justice, false
Where's
charges
the
and
hoodie?
injustice are a thing of the past now.
That's not the hoodie, that's fan art. I don't remember who made that, but thank you. It's not that one. It's not that one. No, it's not that one. Oh, there it is. I literally had it named Nuvi Hoodie. I'm stupid. That's the hoodie we're delivering.
pure trees? Is it some kind of machine, too? Wait, Paimon must...
Oh, that's easy.
Huh. I think in that case, I am afraid it's going to be.
No,
Nivolette, your
wait
package
for
is
me.
8
That's
stops
right.
away. It's actually 5 stops away. We have to stop at Act 1, then Act 2, then Act 3, Act 4, and Act 5.
Yeah, I suppose.
Hang on. This is still Fontaine.
Yes, you're.
Come on.
Alright, I think we get it.
One believes the cost of that hoodie
At least we now know
could
that
be
we
around
can find our
191991919292292919919 billion mora.
Guess we could.
Actually, it's around like 500,000 mora. It's a custom-made hoodie.
Maybe something's the matter. She isn't going to jump into the water, is she? Maybe we better go check on her.
Okay. Is that Fontaine and me?
Hello there.
Huh? I'm fine.
Oh, okay then. We just noticed
What do
that
you
seem
prefer,
to be
Killer
worried
Kokomi,
about
Cock, or
something.
Kokomi? Killer Kokomi,
About many
or
things, actually.
Kokomi, or
But
Coco,
there's nothing I can do but just
or
keep my troubles to myself.
anything
I
but
was just
Cock.
reminiscing about a place my brother and I.
Your point.
No people call the waters around, and no, I can still see that hill clearly. And he would skip and jump, but now, the water.
I don't believe we've had the pleasure of meeting. Are you Lynette's new friends?
Oh, and you.
Thanks for looking after my sister. She often comes here to reminisce about our childhood, that's all. There's no
Lenny.
need. Oh, allow me to introduce
Mr.
myself.
Lenny.
I'm Linny, and this is my sister Lynette.
Lynette.
If I had to guess,
Those old Lynn
I'd say you must
twins.
be travelers.
Nice to meet you. Paimon is Paimon. We were just talking.
I see.
Oh, really? Then you two are just like us. Paimon's always the one talking for some reason. So that's how you think it is?
That's
I
how it
also
actually
think
is.
my brother can be too talkative at times.
Seems you were right, Paimon.
So,
Paim.
what did Lynette mean just now when...
Oh, that. It's from a prophecy that's been circulating. Well, I suppose prophecy isn't exactly the right word. Because where
Your
to
voice is really
begin?
calming for some reason. It might be because I'm tired.
Let's put that question on hold for a moment. We still haven't formally...
Did all the introductions earlier not count?
Hello, traveler.
I need to attach this string to your vac pylon.
And hello, Paimon.
The ASMR stream 1. I mean, people use my streams to go to sleep, so maybe all of them are ASMR.
Please, don't take offense.
Oh, all right then. By the way, we were just getting ready to go...
So you're going to see Lady Farina? No problem at all. Please, follow me.
Squad goals. Wow, wow. She's like an SCP.
You said you were going to see Lady Farina? Well, it seems Lady Farina has come to see...
Guys, it's everybody's favorite Fontaine character. Okay, it's a character you either love or hate. Or just kind of tolerate.
So,
My dear people, rich and poor, those with cup in hand and those with nothing at all. Raise your glasses in celebration. If you don't have...
Hey, Farina.
As you can all see, two unfamiliar travelers have arrived in our nation. Come, let us make a toast in honor of this traveler and her companion who have journeyed here from distant lands.
Clap, clap, clap.
is she talking about us?
I've long heard of the turmoil and chaos you've left in your wake as you visited other nations. Fear is for insignificant cowards. Of course, seeking an audience, I, Focalor, hereby...
Welcome to Fontaine, Traveler.
Miss Hydra?
I see. As Outlanders, you inevitably lack even some of the most basic understanding. You had best stop.
Talk about sounding, huh?
Oh? What's with the...
Wow, I didn't expect to see Lady Farina. Wait, does this mean...
Hey, what's all the commotion?
What's all the
Of course.
commotion?
You may consider this...
Now she wants to fight? Aren't we getting a little ahead
I think
of ourselves?
she says like, oh, we're gonna fight, and then we pull out our sword, getting ready to fight, and then they're like, hey, what are you doing? Why are you trying to provoke a god? Like, what? Did you not hear her? She's the one who provoked us.
What are you trying to do, traveler? Provoking a god in front of...
See?
Stand down.
See?
Yeah, she's right.
On Aranias, criminals are... Right.
Why do you care so much besides? How exactly do you plan...
According to Fontaine,
You call that obvious?
Precisely!
My apologies, Lady Farina. I don't think that Paimon here means.
You tell her, Linny!
So, with such an audience gap.
Snap. Ta-da.
Ta-da!
What's that on Paimon's back? Hey! When did Linny do that?
There. As you can all clearly see, Paimon should be classified as, well.
You ca-
Amusing. Very
Performing?
In which case, but even the gods of other lands. I look forward to
Even the
seeing
gods
your
of other
upcoming
lands.
performance at the
What was she
Opera
talking
House,
about?
Miss.
And just like that, she's gone! Well, that's the most unpredictable Archon Paimon's ever seen. He never even had a chance to ask her anything. But that's a problem for future Paimon.
Don't mention it. I just happen to remember.
I don't
that
like
there
Act
was some-
1.
She can be a bit confusing at times, but she is still
Act 1's
amenable to
boring.
Anyway,
This plot
It
is
will actually be
kind
my
of
first time
annoying.
performing on the most
isn't...
when there are no public trials being held and speak.
My brother's old.
Oh, sure. We don't really...
Splendid. In that case, this is a magical item known as a magic.
A magical
What are they
pocket.
going to use it for?
I'm not sure. It says that until one in the end.
That sounds pretty gloomy.
There are lots of others say that the people of Fontaine never but here in Fontaine.
If even the...
That's exactly what the people did at first. But in the last few years, the water levels in Fontaine. Many people carry on with their lives as before and shrug it off as a. We hope that at least the people who reside near the waterfront can move away before it's as a magical.
Oh, Paimon gets it!
Now, if.
I don't want that. Life is all about.
You just...
Oh, all right, fine. Thanks. It's just that.
So you're the blonde trap. Oh, thanks.
What's this?
What?
No, the story said it's time war. So,
Oh.
all right.
Oh, you already handed out all of the magic pockets? That was fast. Yes, but that.
Is there anything else you...
Yes, one.
So, you want to collect...
Oh, that would be much appreciated.
Alright. Collect materials used to make magic pockets. Do you see a problem?
It seems we have to use Hydro to collect for maritime flowers.
Well, here's what you gotta do. Wow. They're almost 30 levels above me. That guy just burned to death. I gotta deal with these slimes first. Oh my god. This is honestly embarrassing. These are Hydra slimes. How the hell are we gonna beat some of the enemies in this Archon quest? Wait for that. Okay. Here's what you do. Grab these. Teleport back to Romaritine Harbor. Run. Run like hell. Jump off the building. Boom. Maybe we can get two? Maybe we... And now we just gotta do that 2 more times. Now I just need to do it again. Wait for me to get my stamina back. And then grab it. Run. Cat car. I think you fall faster too. You do not fall faster. Two. No, just barely not. Okay, we have to do it one more time. Meow, bitch. I'm taking your fish. We've already gotten our first looks at, Notlan. So, yeah. It's almost gonna be time to say goodbye to Fontaine. How does that feel? No damage. You know what they say about cats? They always land on their feet.
You made quick work of that. I can tell you're an maybe next time you'll...
No way.
Fine. Though...
So, we're
I
going
made
to the
quick
court
work of that, huh? Can I ask why he's staying at level 40? It's because I can't beat Kirara's boss. Okay, that is one time I've had to say it so far in this stream. How many more times am I gonna have to say it throughout this stream? Probably like 5 more times.
Oh, he's running.
Shh, keep your voice down. We need to think of a way to catch her, but it seems she's very alert. You two can ride the lift over there and wait up top. I bet. All right.
The only shield that Dendro can get rid of all on its own, or at least Kirara can get rid of all on her own, is the Hydra one, because Hydra's really weak to Dendro.
This is the spot where Lenny
She can do a bit to the electro shield, but she can't take it down. Unless she has her burst, and that would just be a waste. Then I would just probably shoot up one of its shields that you can't break. And that's the thing. There's no 3 combination of shields that I can all break.
She might also be trying to lure us. Nothing's happened for a while now. Paimon wonders if Lenny caught the thief. Yeah, let's go.
Are you sure that's...
No. Anyway, I should...
Oh, were you returning what the thief had stolen?
That's right. Pity I wasn't able to catch her.
I saw the general direction she went.
Oh, did you...
I'll be all right. It's just a twisted ankle.
If you want to play at being a hero, at least try not to get hurt.
You're a... I have... But at least we were able to get the stolen items back, so it wasn't a complete failure.
What a slippery...
All right.
Kirara got her 126 health healed back. Oh yeah, that's another problem. 9,552 HP. That is very low.
So, we ride this thing to go into the city? What an ingenious way to get around!
This is an aquabus. It allows... It's pretty convenient, but the ride can become a little dull after...
So you mean it's still boring?
No, that's not what I meant. Besides, it doesn't really...
Guess that's what it's like to be in...
It's about time for us to leave.
Oh no, not Charlotte. Okay. Why does Hoyoverse think people like Charlotte? They throw her in a lot of shit.
Aren't you the great magician, Linny?
Hello? I don't believe...
Or they threw her in a lot of shit. I do? Well, you're the only exception.
I'm Charlotte, a reporter for the Steambird.
Nice to meet you. From the Steambird, huh?
It's an honor to meet you.
Wait, could that be the legendary traveler who's been making headline after headline in their journey across Tibet?
Amazing!
I wouldn't... Wow.
Today, so, Charlotte, what do you...
Well, when there isn't an... You can still manage to keep readers' attention as long as you tell things from a clever enough angle. Even if it's the same old top. For example, reporting on how a scammer once deceived vulnerable girls into relationships. Or how a financial criminal was once so poor that they ate a single piece of bread for 5 days. That's fine and all, but what I'm really after is exclusive, sensational news. Oh, I just remembered. I've been following a case lately. Well, you mean the serial disappearance? That's right. These stories are the talk of the town. If I'm the first with a when that
Okay,
happens, I bet
why
all the
does
reporters will
me
shed tears.
looking at the characters on the aquabus
That's right. The
make
first
me
missing girl case
nauseous?
And ever since, after a period of time. But the scariest part? Many suspects have been arrested over the years in connection with this case. But shortly after each arrest, another disappearance would always happen. Yes, it's possible.
Yes, I agree. And at the very least, I just imagined for a second what I would do if Lynette were to suddenly disappear.
Please don't imagine.
Hey, we're almost there, look!
Well, I really enjoyed
Yeah, us as well.
I have an
Okay, Paimon.
Bye now. Oh,
What a tough job. Always running around.
If you don't mind, how about we stop by my home first?
Sure, we will.
Would you believe the first day was 7 months ago? Yeah. I was a little lazy with finishing this challenge. Welcome to Fontaine. How far have you gotten? Not that far. We just made it into the court of Fontaine.
This is our current abode. Ah, Freminet, you're home. Where
Oh, they all just went out a moment ago.
Coco, is it okay if we make fan art of male Coco version? Would you consider that fan art though?
I see.
Isn't that just like
Everyone is getting busier now that Father
gender
will be
bent?
returning soon. I suppose that can't be helped. Allow me to introduce you to my little brother, Freminet. He is
Nice to meet you. Paimon is Paimon, and this is the Traveler. Oh,
this is meow 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 meow.
Linny, could you come here for a moment?
What is it, Freminet? Do you have something to tell me? Okay, I see.
Is everything all right?
Oh, it's
Yes, like gender
nothing.
bent, but I don't
We
know
were
if it's
just
okay.
discussing
Yeah,
a
it's
little
okay.
housework. Sorry for the interruption. Oh, before I forget, the trap.
Yes.
That's our friend.
You know what fan art would be real awesome?
Looks like rain.
Let me grab it.
You're right.
Let me grab the screenshot.
Wasn't it clear and sunny just a moment ago? Fontaine's weather sure is weird.
Fontaine's weather is dictated
that's
by
just how
the
it is.
Chief Justice
It often rains on
Nouvelet.
days where there are trials being held in the Opera House, but don't worry, it'll clear up soon enough.
What's wrong, Freminet?
There's a legend about the rain that I tend to believe. It's said that a dragon of water once resided in Fontaine.
One
Though we
believes that
don't know
Dila
where the
just
dragon
might be
went.
Killer Kokomi's favorite
Every
character.
time it weeps,
No
the
way.
skies will cloud up and pour out rain.
Really? I had no idea.
When I was a child, my mother told me that if I wanted to go outside and play, I should yell toward the sky at the top of my lungs. Hydro Dragon! Hydro Dragon!
Yes, the top of his lungs.
Don't cry!
Hydro Dragon, Hydro Dragon.
Then having the power to
He
make
just
it
can't
rain
do it.
wouldn't be
He's
very
too much of a
unusual.
shy boy.
Let Paimon try something. Hydro Dragon, don't cry!
Do a Dvalin voice line.
Doesn't seem to be of any use. It is just a legend after all.
You know, you might be a more popular magician if you understood the concept of romanticism. Or could at least play along.
Sorry.
it would be
might
real
because
cool
we've
to
never
see
met
fan
the
art
Hydro Dragon. Perhaps it
of.
can't be
Give me
comforted
a
by the
second.
words of strangers.
It'd be real cool to see fan art of the Chisin Mage stuck on the shelf. That's
Rained
from
for longer
Nomura.
than I sup-
Was there something?
Yeah, on the day of the performance, just ride the aquabus to the island of Araneus. I'll have.
Oh,
What is it, Fred? Perhaps we could. I'm afraid that.
No trouble at all?
Sorry for the...
Oh, no!
Magic pocket materials. Mail. Wow. This wind trace kind of sucks. I'm gonna be honest. Bring back old wind trace. Jesus. Hey.
Oh, hello there. New customers? Looking to buy, or do you need something made?
Why you don't like the new wind trace? Cause it's less about hiding and more just about running.
No need.
That's not what wind trace is about.
I can't. Hey! Why use your hand?
In the past, the hunter was a little overpowered, but they made the rebels, like, it's almost impossible to win against the rebels.
When a trial is in set.
So that's what it's but Paimon still doesn't get. Oh yeah. So that means
Even though I've never, besides indemnity, it isn't produced by.
I thought I'd find you hard at work, but here you are chatting the day away.
You again?
Yeah, but...
Huh?
seems business isn't so.
Hey, hold on. Before you go around trying to collect payments, if Confrere of Cabriere wants to poach clients from Northland Bank, that's fine. But I'm afraid you still owe the bank.
You're from Northland.
Traveler, Paimon. I didn't think
One
I'd run
never
into
got to
you
play
here
the
in
last wind
Fontaine.
trace because one
What are
joined
the
Genshin in
chances?
November of last year. One joined Genshin in December of 2020.
Long story short,
I've been
I've already
playing
been in
for
Fontaine for some time
like
now.
3.5
Honestly,
years.
Things have been pretty boring, but it seems that either way you look at it, it seems.
Pretty sure we'd want to avoid any.
Hey, you.
Don't interrupt. It's not often I.
Don't interrupt.
Aren't you the one looking for... Listen to me.
Hey, I just said not to interrupt. Oh, by the way.
Hey, that's way over the line. All right, boy.
Can you at least let me finish one sentence? Fine. Though the bank told me not to get rough with our club, you're the ones who started it. This is an act of self-defense. You two will
Child
have to
trying
be my
to
witnesses.
justify beating the fuck out of someone.
Yeah. Shouldn't let your guard down.
See, that's the power I wish I was working with in this Arkham quest.
What's your...
Oh.
Child model so ugly, bro. You're ugly, bro.
Now's my chance.
Huh. That was weird. I'm not sure. It's as if I...
Strange.
Never mind. It doesn't matter. If I want to...
So what are you doing in
Well...
One is getting flashbacks of when you randomly went against Child during
Maybe I
Samaro
still
and
have
one
a
got
lot to learn
shot
about
at
myself.
got one shot in the phase 3 was
Recently,
laughable moment, one is
there
laughing
seems
at
to
you.
be some sort of restless
up.
power. That is a I can't remember if it was during that time. She was always one time because I had a.
But what is it?
She never explained that. In my dream, I was in the deepest.
A whale? Oh,
A
that's
whale?
Tectone.
Tectone?
You before you summon.
It takes that shape because the sea.
So you used the whale as inspiration for one of your. So why don't you?
You make it sound, but it's been years.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm. Oh.
What?
No.
Official champ.
Yep. In Fontaine, before a criminal goes to court, the champion duelists are all so engaging, and the worst case scenario is that you're simply killed in the duel. Though it's rumored that Fontaine has a death penalty. From what I can tell, so really,
So do men.
apparently it's exceedingly rare for anyone to actually win. Fontaine probably enacted this system as a way to show that the nation respects the honor of its citizens. Besides,
The more I
none
hear
of the
about Tectone, the
champion
more I don't
duelists
like
are to
him.
be
Yeah, he
trifled
is
with,
not a good person.
which is exactly why I was itching to face them as soon as I got to Fontaine. Apparently the one I'm meeting today, Clarende, is the strongest of the champion duelists. I had been asking her for some time before she finally agreed to face me today.
Well, that's
Who's Tectone? You don't need to know.
Oh, before I forget, I'm just worried that it could become uncontrollable.
Child gave us his eyes.
Besides,
That's fucking disgusting, child. Will you be editing this and do a full video? Of course. I wouldn't have finished this across 7 months if I wasn't gonna.
Well, since we don't have... Wow! Who could have seen that coming? The reporter who was barely around... sorry. Paimon was just
The title is
surprised,
concerning.
that's all.
It says stop thinking like that. Stop thinking like that. It's perfectly innocent. She just took a dip. She's going for a swim. Okay, I'm gonna activate the statue of the 7. I don't think someone would do this type of challenges if they don't upload it. Actually, the first challenge I ever did, I didn't record, and I did purely for fun. And it was Kirara Only. That's one of the challenges that I want to do the most. Just like as a redo. I want to upload it, but I doubt I'll get any attention. That's how I thought. Look at me now. Well, it's not like I'm big, but 30k is pretty cool. Why does Fontaine have to be made like this? One is being bugged by the map being blocked out, get statue now. What do you think I'm doing? Genuine. Oh great, more water. God damn it. Fontaine, why are you like this? Also, these challenges are so much harder than you make it seem. Oh my god, I get to use multiple characters and it still sucks. I think it's just based off of how good you are at the game. Not to say you're not good at the game, but I've done these challenges a lot more than most anybody. One can have more than one account due to playing on PS4. Actually, if you create more PS4 accounts, you can get a reroll account. It's just so much slower. But it's possible. That's how I originally did it. Hey, we completed our commissions. Wow. Couldn't get past child for so long originally that I started a whole new account. I do actually need to do this quest, because if you don't, in Act 2, it'll stop you and force you to do this quest.
And what are they chatting about?
Went back to this account eventually and my official was on an HP Sands.
Please, with the cherry on top, Charlotte. I read that a gang of criminals tricked the Gardes
That
by
explains it.
disguising themselves as blood. I've invested all my savings into Graph Adversary. I'm begging you like the beggiest beg.
Uh-huh.
I need you to calm down a little. I admire your but I'm afraid I'm not joking. The funnily enough, but to our surprise, in truth, since we ran that story, the Maison Gardiennage has made a slew of arrests, so I knew this story.
Uh-oh. She really... Hey, Charlotte!
Traveler, Paimon, it's you! I was in the area She read an art inspired by this. She was hoping I could but unfortunately...
This is a new situation for us, too. It's such a pity.
Wait, Miss Lapine Pauline!
I'm gonna pick a fight with a Gardemec. Head that way. I won't have to repay my...
Whoa! There's no need to go that far. Actually, instead of going into the Okay.
Well, not anymore. It's not just my savings that are gone. It's my whole future as a My life is over.
Don't despair, Miss Lapine Pauline. I think this prototype you've given me, the camera lens for the rapid focal length adjustment, is a very useful function in its own right. It's sure to make so your research... Absolutely. I've been
When I
working as a
first
journalist for the
fought
Steamboat
Child,
Forum, so
I was a
keep
little
calm.
intimidated at the start. Then I actually started fighting him, and I was like, oh, this guy's easy. Senora, though, the first time I fought her, it took so long because my characters were so shitty built.
Workshop to raise some funds. There's no time to lose. I need to get to work. Early bird gets the worm.
Can you believe it? Paimon's pretty sure our advice went in...
It's understandable. When inspiration... But don't you worry. I'm gonna write an... Her research has the...
It's reassuring to know that you'll be...
Actually, it takes the right person...
Thanks a lot, Chef. What a nice surprise.
You're welcome. The boundaries between real news reports and news-like fiction must not be... Yes, that's how I'll phrase it to the editors when I give them my feedback. Let's hope we don't mislead any more well-meaning citizens
What's so
in the
incredible
future.
about Official Adventure since 07-2023? Why do you remember something so random? Also, it might just be personal opinion. What's wrong with that? We need to go underground. Senora should not make a comeback. She won't. And if she does, I'm gonna stop playing this game. Unless they kill her twice. I forgot where I enter from. That's where I enter from. Where do I enter from? He just comes back as an urn. Yes, a playable urn. Oh, that's where I enter from. Where do I enter from? Oh, that's where I enter from. I never liked Senora. Her boss is pretty cool, but I almost died. Not talking about Senora, I'm talking about a random bolt that was in the wall that I almost landed on. I almost died. You go to the Fountain of Lucine. I know what I'm supposed to do. I'm just opening up teleport waypoints preemptively. Killer Kokomi, the #1 Kirara main on this account. The birds! The birds! I'm not gonna play Withering Waves.
People standing around the fountain up ahead.
Oh, Archon, please bless.
I don't know why you always feel the need to ask so much. I'll be happy as long.
I guess if there are, kid.
Maybe this is one of the.
Would you like to do other types of content? Not right now.
What's wrong?
Vache. Vache.
A bird. The bird's telling me Vache.
Didn't say anything.
Welcome to the Fountain of Lucine.
How many hydro digits do you have? What are hydro digits?
What do you mean? There are
Hydro
lots-
sigils? Hydroculus?
I see. In fact,
It's because of her sensitivity to.
when do you cry?
Wait, what?
Just answer
Bird.
me. When do you...
When Paimon's really sad? Oh, and when Paimon's super happy. Oh, and also when Paimon's.
Then you should understand.
I mean
that
sigils.
tears Contain your
Watch
like I just
this.
mentioned.
Once
The
Lynette
Fountain of-
stops
so maybe
fucking
what you
talking.
heard was
Hurry
the-
up! Bird! Bird, bird, there's so many birds! Watch this. I have none. Bird! A spin crystal in the fountain. Hasn't changed. Welcome to the Opera House, where we'll be staying for the next 2 hours.
Traveler in Paimon, good to see you.
Are you kidding?
Do those gold coin
But
things
you're
even
actually
do
right on
anything?
time.
They're used in
The
the
audience still-
teapot for playing specific music. They're pretty cool.
The Opera House has assigned seating, so you always have to make reservations.
Ooh, front row seats. Thanks, Lenny.
Don't mention it. There's no need to keep thanking me.
Hey, Lenny, could you come over here and take a look at...
Oh, I'll be right there. Seems there's an issue with the stage props over there. That...
Yeah, we'll just go to our seats. You go ahead, Lenny.
Coco, do you like playing to play other games? Yeah. Really informative answer. Play Smash Bros. That's like the only other game that I play like a lot. now, besides Genshin.
Traveler, maybe we should...
Excuse me. I would be perfect.
Oh, wait.
I would be perfect. I know, Nivelette is perfect. You know,
Paimon's got it.
it would be a good time to give Nivelette his hoodie, but now it's not a good time. We're in an opera house. This is not his address.
It is an honor to, and as required by.
Oh,
Also, a
Monsieur
play is about to
Nerviet.
start.
What an honor it is to have.
Ah, Mr. Lin.
But he's right there.
I saw. Allow me to introduce.
No offense taken. And by the way, there's someone sitting up there. I believe she is trying to get. So I think you should take notice of her sooner rather than later.
Throw her off the balcony.
Very good. That is for the best.
Huh? So is this what things are like between the Chief Justice and the High...
All right, please.
Yay! The show's finally about to... Oh! They're dimming the lights! The show must be starting! Sorry.
Welcome, one and all, to the Opera Epiclese. I am the star of today's show, Linny.
Lenny.
And over here is my sister, Lynette, who will be working as my
Does
wonderful
Nivelette
assistant.
can be considered the new
Please,
Hydro
let's give her
Archon?
a...
No,
Hello, everyone.
but he's kinda in that position, but
I
he's
know she
not an
may seem to be
Archon,
a
he
little
is a
sleepy right
Hydro
now,
Dragon.
but that's just
He's
a
a
sign
dragon
she's nervous.
sovereign.
Whatever.
Now, some of you may be thinking, two vision holders who can freely manipulate. So, both
There you
Lynette
go,
and
there's
myself
the
have
vision.
removed our visions for the show. That way,
Paimon,
even the gods
sit
won't
the
be able
fuck
to help
down.
us.
Oh, good point. That's what makes the
Now, without further ado, let the I know you might miss her, but don't worry. Oh, and before, you never know what can happen in the blink of an eye. A magician's greatest
When
skill
it looks down
is
with
making things
life,
disappear or
done
appear.
with life, you mean.
The possibilities are
She
endless.
probably is. It's a hat.
Huh?
Wow. A bird. There's so many birds in Fontaine.
But this isn't what you came for. These little tricks, you've seen them all before. So it's time for something truly extraordinary, don't you think? This one's a little tricky.
This isn't the cutscene where someone dies, at least not yet. It's Lynette.
Using this water tank,
It's
I
me for
shall make
real,
my
except
sister vanish
Fontainian.
completely, right before your very eyes.
Is she not concerned with
It's
getting that
actually
outfit
quite
wet?
simple.
Oh yeah, she
She'll
swaps
just
out.
turn into air bubbles and float right out of the top.
How'd she even get up there so quick? Linny was talking for a long time.
Oh no! I told them to check all the props carefully. With the lid on, even air can't escape. An amateur magician would be getting very nervous right around now. Luckily, it's me on stage, so let me show you
This is
what
the
a true
cutscene when the man
virtuoso can
dies.
do.
No, not this one. The next one after this. Where did she go? Is she naked?
Lynette, are you still there? Don't go too far. We don't want to use up all our magic.
Hi, I'm back.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, she changes clothes really fast.
Whoa! What in the world just happened? Was all of that inside the water tank?
Did Newbie get a sweater? Now's not a good time.
If we could see easily through his tricks, to appreciate magic, you should focus on the
You should focus on the show.
Thank you, everyone. But
Novelette.
our magical journey has
A
only just
novelette.
begun. The magic of transformation and disappearance can go far beyond what you've just seen.
Oh, cats.
I'm sure many of you, in which case, I have. So, for my next trick, I will please, if my assistant, there are 2 boxes and only 2 boxes.
That
One
guy's
is
fast.
here. I'm sure many of our
Nervalette,
lucky
of
audience
course,
member and I will
Nervalette.
each enter a magic. Now, please.
Why do they call him
everyone
Nervalette?
pay
It's
very close
Nivelette.
attention to the box you see here. Don't give me.
Wow. Hey, do you
Don't
think
give
this
me
is
that
all
shit.
magic tricks? Or does Lenny have...
The lucky audience member will be generated. It selects number. Now then, let's begin. Please come forward. My assistant will
He
take
said-
you beside the magic
he said
box.
come.
I'm sorry, it might be a little cramped inside, but no need to feel nervous. You don't need to do it if the magic is.
Oh.
All right, like this. 60, 59, 50. I won't be able to see anything in the pitch black box. Oh, and no tricks.
Ooh, Paimon kinda want...
No, that won't do.
Oh
You
yes,
see- come
Paimon,
on.
please talk louder. Nobody can hear
That's
you.
right, perfect.
54, 53... Why aren't you counting, Nervalette?
I am counting in my merely a consequence of my.
Alright. You look so serious that... 40!
Mr. Lenny,
Yes, I'm fine. He would be a disaster.
Even though he's saying that, Lenny doesn't seem nervous at all. Ah, what was that noise? Did you hear it too? Not sure. Anyway... 25!
what's wrong, Mr.
I seem to have.
Never mind the decoration.
No, that's
19!
It seems It feels like you're all starting to count faster, but that's all right. 10 seconds and change is.
10!
Almost there now. Whew. Swapping 2 people is harder work than you might think. Even a master magician
Why'd they
like me
stop
can't
counting?
guarantee I'll get it right the first time. Hey, wait! Is this the back one? I can't tell. They both look the same inside. Huh? Nope, that's not it. I'll try again.
7!
Hey, slow down! Honestly!
5! 4! 3!
Whoops! That doesn't count!
0!
Ta-da!
Wow, it's Lenny. I can't wait to see them come out of the box. Oh my god!
What happened?
Man, it sucks to be Lenny right now.
Is this... Mr. Lenny? You're going to...
What happened?
Mr. Lenny, fix the box.
Oh no. Maybe this isn't part of the show.
Oh, maybe.
This performance
knows?
is over. Medical staff with me. No need to be alarmed, you two. We'll get to the bottom.
The guards complete their investigation.
Unfortunately, apparently as of now, and after it appears that this and there are many
That's the case that Charlotte mentioned.
I know. I say that our
I
powerful
know.
magician, Mr. Lenny, is now the prime suspect for the serial
This is the part of the Archon quest that I like the least. The investigation and then the trial.
during your magic show. Now that I think of it,
Soon it's time for the first, according to the judgment of the truth, make a neat damage. No, that starts in Act 2.
Box on the stage the entire time.
Sorry.
Besides,
They only say Ortrees here.
Save discussion for a later time, please. Lady Farina,
Lady
may I assume
Farina.
that your comments...
But what Lady
What Lady Farina said.
That's right. I mean you, traveler. You'll support. But with Linny's help, our little... So, no more draws. Between the two of us, there must be
I remember when I first saw this
winner
cutscene
and
without knowing anything else about Lenny. I thought the tear on his face meant how many times he's killed a person. What is he, the Joker?
I understand. Well, traveler.
He's not a
seems
fucking
odd you
psychopath.
Does Mr. Very well. Linny and his... The audience may begin to...
A day isn't that...
Sorry about everything that happened just now.
Of course!
Yeah, I'm a little shaken up myself. I know you already claimed that...
I mean, it says not guilty and acting
now
on
it's
Lenny,
just
no?
us
It
talking.
does, but he
Good
says...
to hear. Thank you so much
what
for
did he
trusting
say?
me.
As per the judgment of the
I'm sure everyone
Ortrees,
sees me as the
Linny and
biggest
Lynette
suspect at this
are
point.
not guilty, or something
But
like that.
If I don't know whether... As for how that... Even a skilled and knowledgeable magician like...
Which is precisely why we need to investigate.
We need to investigate!
The impossible could not have happened. Whatever happened must have been that which is possible. Paimon bought them when we were recovery.
I think they look cute on you, Paimon.
You have good taste, Lynette.
That's the right attitude. Feeling depressed isn't going to help me.
Game
I
theory!
need to get back to my normal self, but with the guards watching, good thing you agreed to be...
Yes, thank you so much.
Yeah, just like... since we're going to...
Oh, well... I'm afraid that would involve some of our...
The secrets behind our magic are past saving, Lynn.
I suppose you're right. 'Tis true, but if revealing our secrets will help you uncover the truth behind what happened, then it will be well... We should go somewhere else if we're going...
Alright, let's go have a look while the investigation teams are still here. Hello,
Wow,
officer. How's
it's a
the
guy.
investigation going?
Come with me and you'll see.
A world of
The
pure
deceased is
imagination.
one of Linny's assistants, named Cal. Even though he hadn't joined the troop long, the assistants are usually in charge of setting up and inspecting the prop. As you probably saw when you were in the audience, the water tank suddenly fell. This is the real mystery. However, if you look carefully, the box was all these factors lining up so perfectly makes, if anything, the more...
But he doesn't have a motive.
Are you both good friends? So in just... I know there's no... I've seen a lot of cases. Sorry. Anyway, you may investigate...
Use perception. Wow.
So this is the rope. The rope looks pretty durable. How can it be burned through so quickly by fireworks? Why are you suddenly so serious, traveler?
Why am I suddenly so serious? I don't know. A murder just took place.
Whoa. Most of it was burned away, but there's still a little bit of it left. Huh. Wait. Hello there.
Oh, the seats were all booked in advance. So we... Sure. It's not... Her name is Halsey. Apparently, she was a magic troupe member. Simply put, she wasn't related to the magic troupe at all. That's how it seems to us.
Okay then.
No need to be so formal. It is of utmost... The investigation team has some new find.
See, I told you.
Sorry to interrupt, but we're helping Linny and Lynette with their side of the investigation.
You're trying to help them? That'll be a tall order.
Lenny used the machine to pick a random member of the audience during his performance, right? The lucky girl that later disappeared. Well,
It turns out that the seat... I'm sure you already know that you have... In other words, Lynn...
That much...
Bet you see why I was saying it'd be tough to make a case for Lenny.
Box.
I see that you're investigating the area. If you find any new...
We don't have too many... The FUD?
Yes, exactly. It's just that everyone was awaiting the results of Lenny's trick with bated breath. I'm of the opinion when the pyrotech...
Wait, what?
Perhaps the balance wasn't right, leading to a particularly... Oh, that's true.
That does remind...
Lenny's still talking to the guard. I think someone...
Hey, you! Yes, both of you!
Navia!
You mean us?
That's right.
Navia.
You're also a
Well, you're right on the more about that one, but who are you?
From mediating, and I, Navia, have the honor of being its renowned president. Though those who play by our rules
Narvia.
call-
I'm Silver.
Silver.
Pleased to meet you.
And Maloose.
Well,
My apologies, demoiselle.
no, okay. All merely trifling, that's right. Judging from the look...
Really? But...
Intuition, naturally. Verena sure was quick, but that's not... Anyway, that sounds more... Well, what's your opinion? All right, I've answered...
Wait a minute.
Well, I say it does. In your opinion, do you think it's right to treat a trial...
Well...
And why would that be?
Most esteemed, no matter how, and if that can be done.
All right, now. I'm right.
Meet 5-star Noel. They are not similar at all. What the hell are you talking about?
I have nothing to add.
Oh, we'll be making some...
The Queen, Navia.
Sorry, but...
It's Melusine.
So, the missing girl couldn't have left from here. At least, not from that point on. I doubt there was much...
How can you be so...
Well, I couldn't see, but still, I did not.
So, it's safe to say... Alright, thank you for your help. This will be useful info. We've checked everything of note here at the performance venue. Paimon wonders how Lenny's discussion with the guards is going. Let's go see, shall we?
Understood.
Very good.
You may spare.
Very good.
You've arrived. Who's this?
Me?
Navia.
And these are my
Obviously.
Would you mind?
Oh, no.
Well, let's just...
I appreciate your kind interest. Come with me. We'll be heading below stage.
Huh? Below stage?
Yes, a world of secrets is hidden. But before I reveal everything, you should have a look first. Notice anything strange here? I'm not trying to be dramatic. Remembering the details of a trick will help you understand them. Ah, good eye.
The back?
Very good indeed. I thought the back of this door was patterned. Those patterns are now gone, replaced by a smooth wooden board. So, if you put 2 and 2 together... Exactly.
Oh, so there was a
Am I the only person here who really doesn't like Sijuin?
As soon as you saw this place. The 2 magic
Because I've heard a
boxes are
bunch of
positioned
praise
right
for her,
above
and
the
I'm
2
like, I
entrances of the
don't
tunnel.
like her one bit.
See this flatbed trolley? The box with the lucky audience member in it would be shuttled.
This trolley can raise and lower and even rotate.
I see.
Precisely.
So that's how you did it!
Once the box was lowered, the
What do
trolley
those
would
fingers
store
do,
some
Linny?
energy through this
Snap.
device here, with which it would complete. The audience member would only be able to.
Right.
Ah, yes. A phonograph operated. My assistant and I had already scripted our conversation beforehand. When the countdown began, I had already gone to the opposite box via a tunnel using that ladder.
And what about Lynette? Where was she?
I was in the mezzanine space in the back of the box.
Oh.
That's how we were able to coordinate Linny's lines with the...
I mean, we are and that's my favorite part.
So that's how it all works!
Lynette would brief, and then I walk out of the other box in the audience. But as you saw, Cal was in the box. No,
We really don't know...
If not for that interlude, this would have been an astonishing trick. I probably... And yet, could we have a look around?
This is the scene of the crime. So Linny and Lynette are not...
Yes, of course. No need to be so strict now.
Thanks, everyone.
But as you saw, cow was in the box. We really don't know how a cow got in the box. We don't even know what a cow was doing in the opera house.
Looks like a hook tied to the end of a rope. Huh?
Perhaps it was a prop for a different...
Whatever it is, let's make a note of it first.
The floor
Do
is
cows
wet. Please be
exist in
careful not to
Teyvat?
slip.
Speaking of which, why?
Oh, hi, my nose! And here's a broken vase.
That can't be. Oh, her clothes are here, but she...
Right. And do you really need... Ugh, this is so
Who's your guys' favorite male character? You'll never know mine. I just need to take a seat. I just need to think this one through.
What is this place?
It seems someone could fit.
Alone, perhaps.
But there are no other ways in or out of here. Oh, you're right. Let Paimon right...
Yes, let's head back up. Well, we've ascertained the state of the crime scene. Let's find a place to sort out our findings once Malus returns. Seems to me that there are...
Apologies for the wait.
So, what did the guards say? Did the criminal...
They believe the guards have checked the area carefully.
So the tunnels become like a secret chamber then.
The plot?
In other words, the charges are very likely to be upheld.
Charges? That's right. This is how... That's right. The statements from both sides, to put it simply...
This also precludes any...
Once both sides have finished then... Fine.
Huh? So that...
In practice, there is very little different. Yes, the... Because we've chosen to...
They're concerned that we might be... And even if that were not...
I'm ready to break out at any...
Whoa, whoa! There's no need for that! Paimon thinks...
Of course. I just hope you don't mind the...
In that case, let's just sort out our findings together here. Pity. I was hoping to take you to try some of Fontaine's famous desserts, too. I mean, what better way to properly think...
Huh. Breaking out suddenly doesn't... Just kidding! Just kidding! Paimon...
What do you mean, no snacks?
Huh?
Understood, demoiselle. Everyone, please come with...
Everyone, please come.
Wait, you're carrying a portable stove with you?
Yes, I must be prepared to meet the demoiselle's baking needs whenever
I've never
the
got
fancy
crits
strikes.
in the hundreds. Everything in the double
I have eggs,
digits.
sugar, and almonds at the
I know what you're talking about, but everything in the double digits.
Good work, you two.
These three are quite the interesting group. And Paimon thought it smelled good while it was still in the oven. Oh, it's even better now. Paimon can't stop drooling. From the way you had these two guys carrying all that stuff around, Paimon thought you'd have them do more during the baking process. But you ended up doing the entire thing by yourself. Beating the egg whites, grinding...
I was applauding.
And I was giving encouraging smiles.
Well, don't underestimate beating egg weights, by the way. It's a real arm workout.
How do you know when you crit? Oh my god.
Or your macarons will
When the numbers are bigger.
Give these a try. Fresh out of the oven.
Only 3?
Well, eating too...
Tea is ready to be served. No need for concern. I'm...
All right, then. Down to business. As Paimon mentioned previously, however, the magician twins could have committed the crimes, of course.
Exactly! Why would they...
The flower vase and the thud we heard during the resulting in the shadow, perhaps the criminal...
Paimon thinks that makes sense.
True. None of the clues we found, but the only people left to consider are both technically victims. Whether it's some...
Could Halsey...
That's right. And even if she had tampered with the setup, she would need to understand, nor does she have...
Were we not thorough enough in our... From the sound of things, this has turned... Your macarons are amazing, though, Navia.
They are my specialty, after all. And...
What? 5? Oh,
Please don't worry about it. At my...
No. Being greedy is one thing, but besides, Paimon knows that if she ate too many, then other... Wait. Even you don't...
I love Silver and Malus. I sure hope they will appear in Navia's story quest.
If Paimon ate
Who wants
those
to tell
2
him?
extra macarons, then may they turn into stone in hers...
All right, Malus, set up the stove again, if you will.
Huh? What are you doing?
Making sure everyone gets 3 macarons, of course.
Exactly. We don't want to trouble you.
As you wish, demoiselle.
And I have the egg.
Well, this really is...
Well, that's it for snack time. I'm going to have another look around the area. I don't know what we're looking for yet, but it would be... All
right.
It was nothing. A small task for the Spina di Rosula. Silver, Malus, it's time to go. I'll be back if I find anything new.
Before we undergo with the trial, I want to show you guys a glitch. So, we go to an artifact. Let's go to this one. And then, oh, you can only do this with 5-star artifacts that have a domain to go to. Oh. Okay, looks like I can't show off the glitch. Let's just do the trial. Oh, okay.
Impossible things.
Just relax. Even if everyone else suspects Lenny and Lynette, at least besides, I doubt.
Thanks, Navia.
Best of luck to you.
I think my highest crit was like a bit under 300,000. And it was, of course, with D-Luke.
Ah, finally, you're back. Well, how...
To be honest?
No.
Well, now, don't you all look disappointed? That was to be expected. But don't let that stop you. I shall be...
Since both firstly...
Yes, of course.
Thank you, Mr. Linney. You ran to and remained hidden within the magic box in the audience stands.
Yes, that's correct.
In that case...
Why, of course I do. Allow me to take the first shot and break this case wide open. Mr. Linney is clearly lying. There is no way you could have been in the box the whole time if you were to abduct Halsey and murder Cowell. In fact, I'd say you were...
That is simply your hype.
Oh, is...
The roaring countdown of...
And you didn't hear anything else at all? Nothing that might leave an impression of any kind?
No, nothing.
I see.
Huh?
Hey!
Yeah, I'm sure he could.
I was right by the box.
Look at those scales. Could those mean...
Well, of course, I have armed myself to do far more than smash your alibi. Confidence cannot go unfounded, and my... Tell me.
The House of the Hearth?
This fucking Archon quest is dumb. What does them being in the House of the Hearth have to do with the trial?
Indeed. Your first priority is to prove yourself... The Outlander is speechless. My, oh my, don't they look flabbergasted? Now comes the... Oh, good thing I made all those preparations.
Hey, Linny!
Order! Or first, when the... Are these claims?
What claims? What does this have to do with the trial?
Please answer.
This Archon quest is dumb. And also, why does that put her... What is that? What?
That's it. We might as well move on to the...
What should we do now?
Granted. In that case, what...
Is that really
The defendant is...
Order! Your request is reasonable.
In that case...
Well, this is awkward. I didn't think the Hydro Archon would... I'm sorry.
Would dig up all that? What do you mean? You make the fact that you're part of Fatui very public.
I know you've clashed with, but our organization...
Right now, we want to see...
That's right. I knew if it weren't for... That's why I didn't wish to... The truth is very important, but being completely transparent about every... Right. You met a Fatui, but still...
Sorry.
Well, you both say that, but... Right, let's...
Of course. We've been trying to find out during our investigation from that moment on.
Is that why you needed...
That's right. So, after jumping...
That air vent was created during the...
Well, what should have been... That voice seemed to recognize on the way back. After that...
Well, that explains why you didn't hear the thud.
Because of that problem...
That's the only way we can...
So, it was never my wish, but like I said...
Well, Traveler, you decide. Paimon will follow your lead however you choose.
We have no choice, Paimon.
Okay.
Thanks for giving us...
The current problem is that if we want to refute the Hydro Arc... Huh?
Both parties have returned. When last we left off, Mr. Linney acknowledged the new evidence presented by Lady Farina as fact. Therefore, Lady Farina may continue...
that took at this stage. Let's revisit that scene from Linny's perspective. As the countdown began, when the flatbed trolley, he did not realize that finally he used the vase to knock her out. At this time, so Linny proceeded afterward. Linny pat. And there you have it.
Does the defendant's side have any
Key to refuting Lady... According to... Linny went... Linny did...
When the countdown started, but he immediately used... Once he reached the crime scene had finally... Paimon did it!
In other words, you believe...
That's right! If that's the case, assuming that...
That's... Well, you're denying... Of course... You're saying that he wasn't?
I forgot what I was supposed to select. Oh, so it was that, apparently.
This means that the same clue...
To think you'd use such luck. Well then, if it wasn't Linny who committed the crimes, then who was it?
If this were a real courthouse, both of us, both Freminet and us, would be kicked out of the court. Because we're just speaking complete nonsense.
The deceased's name is...
that can't be...
What I must do next is recreate the truth. What Cowell did, and how he went from would-be perpetrator. It would have been tough for both...
I forgot.
The deceased's
I think
name
it's
is...
this.
The sound we heard may have come... No one entered or left... It would have been tough for
No.
both... Linny was not in the tunnel at...
This?
The sound we heard may have...
I don't
Halsey's
remember.
clothing.
No, I was not correct at all.
No one entered or left...
That one. This
The sound
one.
we heard may...
This
The deceased's
one.
name is... It would have been
This
tough for both
one.
people.
Okay, I got half of that right. Linny.
No one entered or left...
Oh no. I forgot that last one can never be correct.
What's wrong, Traveler?
Look, since we're at a dead end, just like the trick...
If only we knew... Well, that would be nice, but the tunnel... And it's not like this is a magic trick.
Magic.
If the defense is unable to make further effective arguments,
You know,
we will
Nivolette,
move
you're
on
not
to the
doing that
next stage of
good
the
a
trial.
job of being a judge.
Linny was not in the The sound we heard may... The deceased's name is... The vase
Water.
is broken.
Paimon gets... Lynette escaped... If there's a...
How could a person at... Magic tricks off...
Even so, the truth must be out there somewhere. Perhaps some new line of... Since Cal was the deceased, but given that we aren't making...
People really do come up with all sorts of harebrained schemes when...
Nevertheless, I believe that this is a reasonable request on the part of an attorney. Since the trial doesn't
Freminet
appear to be at an
ASF.
impasse, This may help us make more progress. Guards, please.
We are still examining the We discovered several test tubes of fluid within Cowell's baggage. The notebook in his back. The primordial. The notes
The
contents also
primordial
indicate that Cowell
sea.
The notebook has many, and one of these tubes. The notes also as such.
Did you guys see Silver just in the background? Being chill as fuck.
If people can become water, does that mean that just a minute? Could that mean
Silver.
Demoiselle, wait!
Demoiselle.
Let's go. Just trust me.
Silver.
Order! Still.
Order.
Notice of Guards. Please, Mr. Linney. It appears
Farina's
your
laugh so
hypothesis is
fun
supported by the
sounding.
evidence.
It's annoying to
Please
me.
continue speaking.
I don't really like Farina that much.
Right, like the metal heart. Let's think
I
about
will
this.
have order
Cowell's methods must have something to do with that.
with that water from the primordial sea.
deceased's name is
This.
Now it seems
This.
the water from the
This.
primordial.
No, not that one. This.
I remember there was some.
Yes, first try.
Ahem. In the original plan, when the magic box containing Halsey was lowered, when the balloon attached afterward, but he.
That
But-
actually links to. Oh dear, what do I do?
Now,
Give
it
up.
seems like the only his notes mentioned he.
On that note, I shall now invite him on.
Thank you, Your Honor. And we found an
What?
Lenny should have just been like, nuh-uh, that wasn't there, you fucking liars.
Does this not, my dear citizen?
And then all of a sudden,
Did
Navia's
not
like,
need
open
to
the
take
box.
having made modificate that upon his ultimately. He not
I love
realized
these because it makes
as
Lenny look like a fucking supervillain.
Am I right?
We've used up all the evidence we collected.
Is this the?
Oh no. Seems
I think we've all. I believe this is indeed. Now then, my good, noble Chief Justice.
Can Farina just stop laughing for goodness sake? Like, what the hell is so funny to you?
Excuse me, everyone.
A
Miss, I
murder.
must ask you not
This is a
to
murder
shoot.
case.
I'll show
What's
you an
so
amazing
funny?
trick. One that
Who are
could-
you, the Joker?
In the world-
No offense, miss.
Come on now, don't be. But once everyone believes the illusion.
Ha 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 ha!
reveal
You
the
murdered
truth to them
someone.
once again.
Ha ha! Murderer.
And when it's such a come on, Lenny and Lynette. But as the magic makers and stars of the show, I think I should.
I understand.
And voila.
Oh my god, it's a white person.
So
Wait.
to be clear, I was hiding outside this. I was just feeling.
That'll teach you.
Where should I begin? Firstly, my name isn't Halsey. I heard that Linny. That's how I make a living. But I was no.
Hey, no wonder you look familiar. So you were. Liddy even mentioned that you were pretty skilled.
Well, and I thought he even mentioned the Fortress of Meripede. So I played along. I wasn't going to take that. There was nowhere to run. I slipped out after.
Can a person even hide in there?
But I swear, I did. Had I known that.
Well, that makes everything pretty clear.
This time, we need.
This time. Meow, 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 meow. Linny entered the tunnel. Halsey was like, oh no, I'm wet. Halsey was like, oh no, I'm wet.
The strange.
And then she was like, take this, bitch.
The flower vase.
And then she was like, I need to hide.
Lillian.
And it's it. Having been selected, her panic only intensified. Hearing the commotion, he did not know that Lillian was not from Fontaine. Mistakenly believing that the water from the primordial sea needed time, the two broke the flower vase during the struggle, but Lillian came out on top, knocking Cowell out and putting him in the box with no way of escaping.
She was what? The murderer. Successful refutation.
She knew that she would have to go through guard inspection if she tried to leave after.
She had already become desperately hungry by the time we were chatting over macarons.
At this point, all the events.
So
Stop yelling, Paimon. All the events!
Now then, Lady Farik, please answer the question.
What? No. I have no fur.
I have no
If there
fur.
are no objections,
Farina's not a
then
furry.
As the Chief Justice of the actual perpetrator of the serial disappearances, Cowl, selected his next victim from with some modifications to the selector to cover up any evidence while committing the deed. He also tampered with the rope suspending the water tank. Using the fireworks at the end of he poured the water from the primordial. Finally, he passed the prepared hook on a rope through the gap in the magic box's door when bringing the young woman to said box. When the magic trick officially began, the box containing the woman was lowered into the tunnel, tightening the. If all had gone to plan, the young woman would be dissolved at this time. Realizing that there was trouble, Cowl entered the tunnel and met Liliane, thinking that the waters had not yet taken effect. However, his opponent was more capable than he thought, and he was overcome, knocked unconscious. Liliane, according to her own statements, then changed clothes and hid until the performance ended, before hiding in other parts of the opera house. As for Linny, he was in the underground structures within the opera house. From this reconstruction of... While there is much in Linny and Liliane's conduct that should still be investigated separately, this case, at least, can be
handed to the Oratrice. Wow. Wow.
As such,
Linny and Lynette are officially declared not guilty.
Great work, Park.
Thank you all. Thank you so much.
Next, I think... How did you find the...
Right! Your discovery caused me to make a serious mistake, you know. Or was that...
I suspect that the... I'm sure you know what you...
Speak quickly! Unless you want to earn yourself a...
I was just... We were supposed to place blame for the serial disappearances onto Linny, and thus cause suspicion to fall on the Fatui.
And now that your plan has fallen through, and the secrets of the water have... Therefore, you would be wise...
Yes, our boss. It can also be made. We've been in this business.
Must suck to be that guy right now.
And now he can no longer talk.
Such ruthless.
An outrage. All present, please submit to inspection immediately.
We did it.
So, we're just going back now? That's...
Traveler, Paimon, please wait.
Turn around, Lumine.
Still, I guess I didn't approach you
Turn
with an
around,
intent as for why that
Lumine.
was how Father, whom
Thank
you
you.
might know as the Knave.
The Knave?
That's right. Back when our parents to survive, I took my sister through to my surprise, before long,
So you went from orphans?
that was how we felt, but he would constantly...
That doesn't seem too bad.
After I waited a long time after we returned home. The answer he gave me...
Oh no.
As far as outsiders are concerned, I managed to all I saw...
So...
That's right. Father, the House of the Hearth, I was hesitant, but she was also... She has gained permission.
So...
That's right. Today's case has also... Everyone at Hotel Bouffe d'été, including the Knave, to us orphans...
So... From small deeds like distributing magic...
It's alright. I just hope you can understand that if you should need anything at all...
Bye, Linny!
hey there. What was with the disappearing act you pulled right as the trial ended?
Were you looking for us?
Well, this whole thing isn't exactly over, is it? I do feel that we're getting close. Huh? What's wrong, my dear partner?
Besides, and give...
Ah, I see. Sorry.
Don't say that, Nav.
Aw, and we were having so much fun investigating with you, too. It was like having new... Wait, should we have a...
Huh?
Well, I just like... Anyway, it would just be a me...
You don't have to twist...
Oh, wonderful.
All right, then.
That's Act 1 done. 1 of 5. Scaramouche. No.
The scenery here is wonderful. I've landed the perfect job.
I came here several times with my father when I was little. But
oh, don't worry.
In that case.
Ooh, everything looks so good.
Why, of course. Go ahead, try whatever you like. If the food...
And if it's not...
Well,
Yeah. Oh, we called this a farewell meal, but...
Oh,
How many world quests do you have? Doesn't matter. This is a side account. That's only goal is completing all the Archon quests.
Do you think that the mastermind behind the serial
all the mainline
disappearances
Archon
will get
quests.
caught soon now that this...
Well, we've certainly taken a big step forward.
If it hadn't happened right in front of us, Paimon wouldn't have ever believed that a person could be dissolved like that.
Right? Yet it was because this was such a preposterous notion that the investigation could never really move forward before.
Ugh. If only that guy could have finished speaking! We were so close to hearing who was behind it.
In such investigations, even the smallest step can seem like a yawning chasm if the trail of clues is cut off. To be honest, I don't have high hopes for any follow-up that the authorities... It's not that I don't... It's easy to guard
Sometimes
against,
you
which
can
is
force
exactly
yourself
why
to
the
also
Spina
do
di Rosula
Perilous
exists.
Trail. That would be
Those
such a waste of
highfalutin
time.
folk are...
It leads to nothing. It's not required to do anything. It just adds a lot more time onto doing because you have to complete 4 other story quests to be able to do that quest.
Didn't really seem like the right...
I've heard that there's a long line of people...
Yeah. Guess that's...
Well, one way would be to infiltrate a performance... I'm sure Lady for... All right, here's another. Fine, I can personally testify that this one works. When I... valid point. I overlooked that part. I was just... all right, no more joking around. You did defeat her in court, clearing citizens of her...
You mean that if we catch her why don't we give it a try
Huh?
Was...
No, it's...
Alright.
Is that so? If we're all finished eating...
Yeah, we're stuffed. Thanks for the treat, Navia. Oh, so full. Paimon can barely float anymore. Nah, that would be so... normal.
Okay.
Hey, Navia, what are you doing?
Oh, nothing. So this is goodbye, huh? Well, if you do encounter any other trouble in Fontaine, you're always welcome to contact the Spina... in any case.
See ya!
Act 2. What am I doing? I should just teleport. This place looks so pretty at night. Like, look at the geysers.
There aren't many people around.
Vache.
Looks like we're back here again, huh?
Vache?
Hey, why are you? Huh? Hey, traveler, stop walking. Come on, wake up.
Vache, are you? No, wait. You seem to be someone else. My memories. How much have I lost? How many things that I once held? Yes, that is what I was. I do not know how I came to be. No matter where I went, Vache. But now. No! The thought of me gives him no succor. If you meet Vache, perhaps that is so. If only I could have comforted. Is that what you call it? Was a state. I could also liken it to being a thirsty person who drinks water for the first. I think I hear your companion. Farewell then.
Wake up! Come on, hurry! Navi is outnumbered!
Oh no. Gardes. Don't expect Kirara to help any, because I'm scared of the Gardes.
Demoiselle, look out!
Dear God, it's a whole army of Gardamex. Chlorand?
Quick, now's our chance!
Everybody's talking about pulling for Siegewayne, but nobody's talking about pulling for Chlorand.
I should thank you for lending us your sword there, Chlorand. But before I
followed you.
I believe that following someone without their knowledge is actually...
Mr. Callus's last wish was for...
Do not!
Sorry, demoiselle.
Thank you for your aid, Miss Corand, but do keep an eye.
Sorry, I did not
Whatever.
I
What
know
else
what
do you
you
know?
are. No.
How did you come to the conclusion?
I doubt I know much more than your performance tonight.
I'm sure they've known about me. And what about these guards?
None of these mecha have serial numbers. I was sure to check a moment. I can only conclude that some...
What? Your point being?
Yes. Be careful.
I will continue investigating. Regardless.
I do not think that they'll strike again and...
Right. I suppose that's the best news we've gotten today.
Demoiselle, I believe that Miss Corand...
I know, she's...
Yeah.
Oh, thank goodness! Paimon thought we were... Those Gardamex came out of nowhere while... Oh, and there was that champion duelist named Chlorand who came out to save us too!
Oh, come now. Forget all that polite talk. That
that wasn't really a farewell meal we had back there. As such, we're still partners. There's no need to—
It will take 50 years.
If it were me, I would have joined the Spina.
All right, you—
Actually, Navia, how did you know that we were in danger? You sure did show up.
Well, to be honest, you're the one who tipped us off.
Huh? Really? Paimon?
Yes. All thanks to you grabbing— After we parted, that the Fanta tasted kind of Fanta.
Oh. So the Fanta had been spiked with water?
Yes. So—
Spina di Rosula.
Huh. Really?
I sent people to Hotel de Boer to invest. That's when I figured out that you might be in danger. And her—
What? Why would they—
Well, you did foil a plan that they were probably pretty proud of, and almost got their name in the process. Speaking of which, did anything—
Well, it can't be coincidence that the Traveler fainted just— Oh, and this time Paimon— Does that mean—
That doesn't sound like too much of a bad thing to—
New intel? While you—
well, let's hear it, shall— Oh. Vache, since he saw that, but he never gave testimony. Yes, thank you. Oh, you mean—
Well, you did say that. And besides, we're in this—
Demoiselle, do try not to look quite so pleased. You are the face.
You talk too much. Well, in that case, let's head back to one of our bases, shall we? I'll arrange accommodations for you. We also have some plans to go over, and hope—
Don't worry, you two. With us around, our base is definitely...
Why does it have to be in like the most awkward place?
It's right up ahead, but let's make sure we weren't followed first.
I've been keeping watch, Demoiselle. I haven't spotted anyone suspicious thus far.
Huh, very good.
I shall find rooms for our respected guests.
Thank you, Malus. Now, let's continue, Traveler.
Oh yeah, I forgot Fontaine has water stamina. I thought I was about to drown.
So, this is
your accommodations have...
Well, after all, we don't allow illegal or—
Seems like it's tough times for everyone. But if you have this...
To be honest, our financial situation was a lot—
Your father...
Demoiselle, if you'll allow me to...
No. My father's name is Callus. 3 years ago.
Oh no.
But I do not believe my father was a murderer. At the time, I believed that if he only stood trial and was duly investigated, but strangely, that even after being seriously injured, to the point where he could be deemed as 3 years later, I still don't— How could he protect his honor? If he's dead, the closest piece of info I have is that my father had been investigating—
Ah, so that's why you're so determined to get to the—
That's right. However, I believe I must know what really happened. If only he'd been more open with me when he was still alive. He even hid the fact that— And now, here—
Demoiselle.
I also will never believe that Master Callus murdered anyone. Master Callus did so much. Even our supporters decreased greatly due to that incident, hence...
Wait, if Callus was such a good man...
No. Perhaps people just revel in that kind of. People love watching the evil.
Wait, how could. Never.
There is one other thing.
Oh, her? Yeah, that's not the.
Miss Clorand, she knew Master Callus beforehand, and great there was.
It's not that I don't.
Don't worry, Navi.
Afterward, Miss Clorand told her. Yes, that is our understanding.
Oh, all right. Anyway, that. Thanks.
Yeah.
Please, relax and get some sleep.
I don't have the energy to talk all stream. That yawn is ear piercing. Oh my god.
I sent them back to Poisson. It's Spina de Rosula's place of origin.
Paimon gets the feeling that, but
no, I just returned after going out for a while.
Wait, so you?
How could I? Unfortunately, this name seems to have been. I suspect. No, there and that is the archives kept by if the
So Nervalette. In that case, let's go.
No. The palais is right up ahead. Come on.
State your business here. The chief This place does look pretty
Hey, don't you recognize us?
Huh? Who are you? Just to be clear, I don't care who you are or...
See? They've got...
Yep. Paimon can tell.
If you're here just to crack...
No.
Oh, yes,
We're here today to report an...
Is that even...
Of course.
Don't... All right then, I'll let you through. The Chief Justice...
Thanks so much.
Knock, knock.
Please come in.
Maybe now would be a good time to deliver that package. Oh, never mind.
Sorry to barge in, Monsieur Nervalette.
It's all right.
So...
We're looking for a man called Vacher.
Ah, I see.
Who knew that Nervalette would be so easy to talk to?
Unfortunately, I'm quite certain there are no records of him either in the...
Traveler? What?
Is that so? All right then.
Ahem.
Ahem.
Miss Navia, I can understand how you feel. Your father, Callus, was...
And what? Are you trying to console? No. You are not trying to do any of that. I can hear it in your voice. It's just like last time. After you even told me that in your eyes, the value, if you truly why didn't you give me the power to stop everything? Was it there are still so if you really have no heart, then just look me in the eyes.
I'm sorry, Miss Navia.
You and my father, it's not so much that you oh well. My apologies for taking my emotions out on you, Monsieur Chief Justice. Let's go, Traveler and Paimon.
Navia...
I'm fine.
You're right.
Now that I think of it, on the day...
What is it? Did you think of something?
Yeah, he was outside. It was uncovered and the rain could fall there. Why? Do you think the rain could have affected the crime? That thought has occurred to us before. We've even expanded the search area to try to account for that. But didn't find anything of value. Oh? Wait.
So you're saying that the true murderer could have been turned into... Yeah! And if that's what had happened, then no one would have believed your death.
I really think... Alright.
Yeah! We're gonna make progress!
Do you want to go with me now?
We should
Great.
go. What are we doing? Poisson is highly dangerous.
Whoa! What a huge ship!
There's no need to be so... My father was the one who asked for it. A gigantic and glamorous ship embodies discovery, opportunity, ambition, and conquest. It symbolizes Spina di Rosula's bright and limit...
And Paimon thought you were bluffing when you said Spina di Rosula had a glorious past.
Did Nuvi get a sweater yet? I haven't found a good time to.
History would live in the sewers, but now that Paimon has seen this ship for her...
Well, Poisson... Malouse, we're back!
Apologies for the wait, demoiselle, and our most important partners. You said before that you still had some business at the court. What brings you back?
About that. You still remember, right, Malouse? On that night, it was raining?
Yes, the case was quite similar.
Could you tell us a bit more about what happened before?
Yeah, of course. Many years ago, at a glance, it was a kind of...
Wait!
Yes, he did. Considering what we know now, if you drink synth, and if you were to stop drink, as he oversaw
Bosses uncompromised. Not only that.
Yes, but recognizing that the man's name was that night, but then... Sounds just like Lenny's case, doesn't it? Looking back on it, though...
Precisely. It's all thanks to you that I made the connection now. Back then, we all just thought they were some costumes that Jacques used to disguise himself at the banquet. But, considering it now, it's almost certain that they belong to a third person at the scene. With one extra person, we'll also need to reconsider why the 2 shots were fired.
You're right.
Jacques was an empathetic man. I think this, on that note, however, even though this will not please you, demoiselle, as our opponent is insidious and
Which
cruel.
would you pull for Murata? Pyrock on it for least? Probably
If
not.
that's indeed what he wished
I can't really say for certain
then
right
he
now
should have
because I
told
don't
me
know.
that himself.
Because we don't
Was
know
I
anything
not
about
the
her.
closest person to
really.
him? And yet, what was the point of him dying without sharing any of the secrets he knew? Did he manage to protect anything? Synth is still here. Callus the Unfaithful, did he think I'd just I've never accepted that. Ever. Not since that day, and certainly not I want to find
Navia.
This is indeed the best moment to act.
So you do know something else, Malouse?
Yes, I do. But what drove all...
What?
And the serial 5 years knowing all of this. But as long as if something were to happen to
Coco's
you,
brain
then
is
he
turned
and
off.
all
Yep,
those he
I am
told would immediately
so
expose
tired.
all they knew about sin.
Right. So
As we've seen...
No, I don't believe it.
He never...
No father wants their daughter to see them weak and haggard, especially someone as proud as Boss. To him, dying in a duel and suffering lasting dishonor as the...
So he chose...
I'm afraid you're not understanding this. If Boss's I'm sure he'd...
No. Is that the amount of confidence he had in me? And what if I was never able to make it to where I am? Yeah. I suppose, but thankfully, he rarely talked to me about complex matters, and thus understood little of me as a person. Malus, what was the key evidence that he shared?
It's the location where synth is produced. Essentially, it's the enemy's headquarters. When he was threatening the enemy, Boss didn't share the specifics of the incriminating evidence he found. But if you want to use it against the enemy, you'll still have to take several things into consideration.
Why? If we know where the place is, can't we just go storming in?
You mustn't forget that we're fighting against a mysterious and dangerous organization that's been in operation for decades. There's no telling what might be lying in wait at their headquarters. We also have no idea what kind of evidence we may be able to find inside, nor what people we may be able to capture. But a single visit to their headquarters would be tantamount to a formal declaration of war. The worst case would be that we leave empty-handed, but also open ourselves up to full retaliation.
Then, in that case, why not work with the Fontaine authorities?
Well, you saw one of them dissolve during Mr. Linney's case. We have no idea just how thoroughly they may have been infiltrated.
Huh. That's true. Seems my father really had no choice. But things are different now. It should be a lot easier to prove the other side's guilt, now that we've connected Synth with the disappearances case.
You sound like you've put a lot of thought into this, Malus.
I am the butler, after all. I've always been willing to take on any kind of risk for you.
Thank you for all of that, Malus.
Let me think. One conclusion I came to when I announced orders to the organization's members on Demoiselle's behalf, I used to deliberately keep a few if the vendors didn't change them after several rounds of testing. The first is Florent.
Huh?
Yes, surprising thanks to his position within Bot. There's someone else like him too. Marcel.
Uncle Marcel.
It's a guild in Poist. In the beginning,
So, they're like a sister organization of Spina di Rosula?
Yes, you can say that. When we were fighting against the synth dealers, they provided us with plenty of support. It's a bit difficult to imagine someone using their own money to hunt down themselves.
The final suspect is Thierry, the man responsible for coordinating information between Spina di Rosula and the Gardes. Although the Gardes mostly leave us to our own devices, there are still many activities we have to report to the local authorities. Since Thierry is...
I see. To think that the...
If you want to invest...
Of course. And thank you, Malus.
You're too kind, And before I forget, proving Boss's innocent after that incident, if it might help, you could also pay them a visit.
Aw, thank you so much!
A new case awaits, my dear partner. I hope we can work together to uncover...
It is settled, then. Please excuse me, and enjoy your conversation at your leisure.
Thank you for arranging...
Excuse me, miss. Do you need anything from...
Oh,
Hey, Navia's all quiet. This isn't like...
I'm sorry.
Ah, if it's a...
But aren't all of those things nothing compared to the loss of Jacques?
You don't understand.
I didn't know how to I know.
I'm sorry. On the matter regarding my husband, my daughter and I have...
Would you mind sharing it with me?
I always knew that my husband's money was earned through others' suffering. He told me countless times that if he could turn back the clock, he had many regrets. and felt that he. So when Mr. Callis came to him with a proposal, he tried to be as careful.
They found out about his betrayal?
Papa didn't say that.
Before he left that day, he told me that he had no choice. It was only. I don't know that for sure. But you could say that's the conclusion I eventually came to. Which is why I'm the one who should feel guilty. Callis had always taken great care of us, both when he was still alive and after he passed away. Even if he fired the shot that killed my husband, it was likely in self-defense. It is impossible for me to hate him for what he had done.
But Mama, why is Papa still the bad? Papa always wanted.
Well,
yeah.
Then you should hold on to, regardless of what.
Oh,
thank you.
Thank you. Even though your personality is quite different from your father's, your determination when you speak is...
You really think so? That's the first time...
Are you okay, Navia?
I'm fine. Don't worry.
Let's investigate the 3 suspects next. Florent should be nearby, and we should be able to find Thierry and Uncle Marcel in the city. I'll get myself together on the way.
Greetings, boss. How may I be of assistance today?
I'm sure you've heard about what happened at the Opera House. Someone got turned into water right in front of us.
Yeah, I've heard.
It also after my partner, can you do me a favor and try...
After that, he told us that he wanted to go. My first reaction, but when I got...
So you also
Indeed. Reason being, But according to about the clothes left at the scene that you mentioned, do you think there was a...
At least from our the gun he was holding?
Yeah, that makes a lot. But hold on. If that's... He didn't even want to... Did he lose all
about that, I'll tell you everything.
I understand. And if I may just say one more thing. Many people have... But it was Mr. Callis's trust that allowed me to rise through the ranks of Spina di Rosula. And live the... No matter what others might say.
Don't worry. You and all of...
Don't fall asleep or else the snakes are gonna bite your face. Not the snakes.
Hey, Thierry! It's...
Oh!
Oh!
Oh, okay.
Are you sure there isn't a little bit...
I mean, where Callis did a fantastic... It would be next to impossible for me to find a Anyway, enough chit...
yes. What happened at the Opera House?
Ah, I get it. If you want to go through the original...
That'd be much appreciated. Thank you. Actually...
Of course. Without them, I couldn't Why do you ask? We definitely can't.
Well, you see, just recently... So... if you, hypothetically, wanted to do something against me...
If I had to make an analogy... When you order a dish, the chef will make it for you. If you try to make unreasonable demands, the chef would just think you're out of your mind and ignore you completely. Removing a serial number is also not as easy as you might think, so I can promise you, they're certainly not cheap. So, whoever their owner is must be
Oh, then you're officially in the clear, Thierry.
Oh, thank you for the jokes aside. I'll be staying in the city for a little.
Now we meet up with the actual murderer.
Hello. How may I help you?
I'm here to see Marcel.
Sure. I will let...
Navia, hello. Sorry
A lot of times, yeah,
keep
it's
you
like
waiting.
shots without warning sometimes.
Not
It's to
as
keep you
young
on
as
your
I used to be,
toes.
so my legs are giving
these
out.
streams
Oh,
more
it's all right, Uncle Marcel. I just wanted to...
Yes,
Oh!
That's right. I also witnessed her to beat the Hydro Archon at her own game on her own turf. I can already imagine.
Oh, Paimon doesn't want to become...
Apologies. It's just how Fontaine is as...
Uncle Marcel, you...
Yes,
Exactly.
Oh, and...
We were attacked on Arrhenius by some unnumbered Gardamex. And there was also, if not for the vigilance of my partner, I...
Oh, you're giving...
Alas. But rest assured, Navia. Poisson will always remain a safe haven for you. If you're scared, you can always return there. If anyone dares to lay their hands on you there, the Confrérie of Cabriere will use its funds to the last Mora
Mia,
to bring
is
them
that
to justice.
Sayori in your profile
Thank you,
picture?
Uncle Marcel.
And also, when I went on your channel to verify if that was Sayori, was that D-Luke in a bunny outfit on your banner?
My memory. The Confrérie was responsible for that banquet. Then I heard the sound of...
Oh, it's okay.
Sounds good. All my wealth comes...
We've talked to all 3 suspects.
None of them sounded particularly suspicious.
Anyway.
But where should we start? Ah, you're right! Florent mentioned...
According to Jacques...
So, Jacques fired the first shot?
Oh? And why is that?
Ooh, that's a good point.
Huh. So, what would make more sense from his perspective? Besides Jacques, it's obvious that
Do you think he...
Given everything that's happened since... but who among the 3 suspects would have the ability to control privately owned Gardamex? Thierry, you say? But...
Yeah. If the mecha were taken from the guards, it should be pretty easy to find out what...
Florent? But...
So you're saying he's...
Exactly. He can't. And even if he could, I don't think he would... Uncle Marcel? And with funds from the Confrérie, it's still really hard for me to imagine. Also, what... who could it be? You know, if you think
Could we be missing others?
Malus has... The suspect is... Even if I don't want to believe it, I'm starting to see how things
Why is
could all tie
Kirara
back to Uncle
only
Marcel.
level 40? Because I can't beat her boss.
We still have another trump card on top of all the theorizing and speculating.
Yes. We need far more...
Navia, here you are. Oh, I've been looking for you.
Huh? Aren't you the...
Yeah. News came from...
Wasn't that place built specifically...
I know. But they said the person they're putting on trial is a Fatui Harbinger.
What? Is...
Yeah, we know him.
Well, he's been accused...
Wait, how?
That's what I thought was strange about it. If the charge...
Right.
Because the Oratrice needs to consider him
And it'll be
guilty
a lot harder than to
for the
clear Mr.
prophecy.
Callis' name.
Huh? Split up? What do you mean? Since this is a trial, you're right. I won't have any chance of making that charge stick, though, unless we find more evidence.
We'll help you.
Demoiselle, please allow us to accompany you.
Oh, it's the boys.
Ah, Malou, Silver. When did you 2...
We heard that it's our hope that...
See you then! Now that Navia has set out for Arrhenius,
Kirara's gonna get wet.
the location has already been marked on the map, so let's head over. Huh. According to Malus's info, the synth production base is underwater. Let's go and try to find the entrance.
Look at her go. I want a good view. There. I'm Kirara. Murmurara. Hydrara. Get it. Get the hydra. Oh, I got it.
Fine.
I heard the sound. You can see it.
So this is the entrance that leads. Ah, you're right.
Paimon's talking underwater.
Navia's
The echo. She's a cat mermaid. Cat maid.
It would appear that I must repeat my question. Do you accept the charge that you are—
To be perfectly honest, I don't understand your country's complicated court system. However, I did hear that people who have— In which case, as long as I accept the charge, I can have an all— I've got to admit, that's when I privately sparred with her last time. She was obviously holding back.
Hey! Don't you understand? Your
Oh? Sounds like the Hydro Archon. Then why don't you duel me too?
Alas, it would appear that in that case, let—
That case had nothing to do. Huh? What? What?
I told
Miss Navia, this is the— But that was an exception.
Oh, please. We can put the discussion aside for now. I'm not here to argue with you. I'm here to— And if my—
Oh. So, Your Honor, is there nothing else—
You may take a seat for now in the audience, but that doesn't mean the suspicions against you have been lifted. Now then, Miss Navia.
That person—
Marcel.
Marcel, the head of Confrérie of Cabriere. Huh? What?
I'll be right back.
But weren't they Spina di Rosula's sister organization?
Oh, is this going to be a friends to enemies type situation?
Please let me remind you, Miss Navia, that charging someone is an incredibly serious matter. Committing to the charge also means taking on the legal responsibilities associated with it. And if the charge fails, depending on the circumstances, you may also be charged with the crime of making a false accusation. Knowing this, do you still wish to charge this man?
Yes, I do.
In that case, I declare the charge to be valid. Miss Navia and attorneys, please take your places on the court. Members of the Gardes, please contact Mr. Marcel right away so that he may stand trial. Mr. Marcel, you will not require an attorney. Is that correct?
Apologies. It all just happened so quickly. I still haven't figured out what's going on. I think an attorney won't be necessary. This is probably just a misunderstanding between me and Navia.
Very well. In that case, since both sides have now arrived, Miss Navia, please present your charges.
I would like to take everyone back to 3 years ago, to the case of Callus the Unfaithful. Only through elucidating what really happened in that case can we connect all the dots for the serial disappearances case.
Navia, do you really think that I was the one who killed your father? Come on, why would I do that? Callus was my benefactor, and remember both you and I only ran to the scene when we heard the sound of a gun. If that's enough to make me a suspect, wouldn't that make everyone at that banquet a suspect as well?
I think there's no point in getting into the specifics right now. The audience doesn't even have the big picture yet. Even I'm struggling to remember some details of that case.
Exactly correct, Your Honor. I must refresh everyone's memory about that case before I can explain my charge and reasoning.
I see. In which case, I will recount the findings about that case as originally recorded by Maison Gardiennage. On the day of the murder, Spina di Rosula hosted a large banquet in a countryside estate owned by the Confrérie of Cabriere.
I'm back.
During the banquet, all attending guests heard 2 gunshots. When the guests arrived at the scene, the guards' investigation did not. The suspect did not dispute. Callus was defeated by. These are the known facts about the case.
After that, however, the testimony, however, this assassin, a pile of cloak, but realizing this, the that's what happened. Wait, you're
What a great theory.
Mr. Marcel.
But I think I agree with everything Navia just said.
Then, may I ask some questions? 1.
I may not have the evidence. We should be able to, considering this.
That makes sense to me.
Why do
Maybe she's scared.
Alternatively,
My second question has to do with the Then why didn't Mr. Callus explain himself in court? If he had...
I've thought about this too. The dissolving power of my father could have exposed it. At that time, what was certain, however, was that it...
Boss once told me.
What? If the secret had gotten... Of course, the guards might eventually figure out the truth of the map. But what good would that do? Had this up, but by staying silent, I was able to become... And once I have figured out the truth and stepped up to the challenge,
So...
That's right.
Do you have any...
Of course, all you need... I don't need your a sentient
As a champion duelist, I've fought many battles and taken a countless in my line of work. I've seen all kinds of people give their all for the faint. Just one look and I can tell if I hereby swear on my name and honor as a champion duelist that Mr. Callus never...
Since that's your testimony, I have no more questions. It appears there really are good grounds to reopen this case.
I concur. However, Miss Navia, you still have not explained the link between your father's case and the serial disappearances case.
Right? What she said was fascinating, but kind of beside the point.
Wait, weren't they just talking about the
Of course, Your Honor. The 2 cases are... In my father's case, the culprit intended to kill Bull-Jacques, and at the end of Linny's trial, the culprit also only dissolved the victim in front of everyone because they realized they were at risk. The culprit could only time their actions so precise, coincidentally.
So that's why I'm used to it, though.
No need to appeal.
I won't try to refute. On top of that, does a person have to be physically...
Know what she can say to that?
I know that even with that, alas, who won't feel at least a little hurt by... But if I were to dismiss... Do you know what the biggest...
I suppose you're gonna...
It's time. I'm a businessman by... In addition, But the...
I do apologize.
No.
Is there anything... You can also take a look at my border entry records. Or ask, could those records and testimonies do something to...
We're finally gonna be able to fight some things soon.
At this rate,
The first bit of combat in all of this Arkham Quest line
Once you've learned to be more considerate
2.5 hours in.
And to stop rushing headlong.
If you're rushing
This
through
isn't
it.
just about me. The biggest difference with the people whose families were many people's image, and whose image is it a man named...
Huh.
Oh. I was wait.
I'm Kirara. It's level 71. Wow, look at that. That's insane. It's gonna be a long domain.
Coming through.
One down.
Coming through.
2 down.
Coming through.
3 down. Yay, 1 of 3 groups down.
The floor is going up. Is it because of this mechanism in the middle? That guy really prepared a lot of stuff for this place.
He might need an ER build to get his burst more often because that does so much damage. Do I have any energy recharge? I do. I think I might switch to that. What is this? HP? Okay. Yeah, I'm not worried about losing Mora. We can ignore the substats because they don't really matter. I think we could switch to... Oh. Oh, okay. Okay. Oh, it's not attack, it's HP. Okay, well, that throws my plan out the window. Maybe I could try going for... Oh, I wouldn't have any crit rate. Because my crit rate right now is 22. I mean, maybe if I get a crit. If I get a crit, it would be big damage. I'll see. Energy recharge. Okay. 2-piece Berserker, 2-piece Pale Flame. I mean, maybe it'll do some. Thanks. Our first Hydro Sigil. Hydro Sigil.
Paimon doesn't see a way.
That was
Let's take a look
close.
around. Maybe we'll find a hidden mechanism that'll show us the way up.
I wish that wasn't crit damage, was instead crit rate, so we can get more crit instead of better crit. Because we're barely gonna crit.
The water level is rising. Now we can swim to the top.
Liar, Paimon, we can only swim to the
Still
middle.
a ways away from where we need to go.
More Gardamex. These ones are gonna be even worse.
Coming through.
Man, we get so much energy recharge from that. Ooh, boom. Our shield holds up surprisingly well. Considering they're over 30 levels above us.
Coming through. That. Delivery.
I don't know who to focus on. The dog is annoying because of the electro, and then these two turret things are annoying because of their cryo things.
Coming through. Scratch that. Sign here, please.
Ow. Oh my god, that deals so much. Okay, one down.
Delivery. Scratch that.
That barely hurt this one.
Sign here, please.
We're gonna get a crazy crit soon. Watch. This next burst use is gonna be a crazy crit.
Coming through.
Here it is, crazy crit. Nope, okay. Well, oh, there's more. These ones are even worse. Get away from me. Ooh, a crystallized shield. How did I get... Oh, yeah, these guys attack with Geo. Very slowly but surely making progress. Burst. Okay. You know, I didn't think Kirara was gonna do good against these enemies. And honestly, she's doing better than I thought she would, but this still is not good at all. Okay, one down. We got a crazy crit of not even 5,000 damage.
Coming through.
There we go. Group 2 done. Now I can eat up. Who knew just a bit of combat was enough to wake me up? Wake me up inside. I am not looking forward to this next fight, though. I think this next fight is gonna suck.
Now the path is clear. Let's go.
The level deficit is already huge and that hurts a lot. Yeah. They're 31 levels above us. Let me get my stamina back, guys. Give me a second. I'm just gonna stand here, and you guys are gonna stand here. Could I knock them off this platform? Well, I can knock myself off this platform. I don't think I can knock them. So, good old classic straight damage with the gun. Stop with the gun. And a burst. I'm dealing nothing to them. So the key here is to get behind him. He really can't do anything once you're behind him. The shield guy is just kind of a minor annoyance. It's this gun guy. That's the problem. Okay, that was quite a bit. Ow! 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 Shield. Heal. This is not gonna go well.
Coming through.
No, gotta get behind him. And let's have a burst again.
Coming through.
And boom. Let me get more energy. Despite really only hitting the shield guy with burst damage, we've still dealt a respectable amount to him, given we haven't even been guarding him at all. Now he's almost down. Okay, one down now. Two more spawn. God damn it. Yeah, you better watch that package. In those group of packages in Niblet's hoodie. 2 down.
Coming through. That's that. Delivery. Coming through.
I did it. That took forever.
After all that, we finally made it to the innermost sanctum. Though, as expected, the mastermind isn't here. That's right. Then let's hurry up and find some evidence so we can get back to the Oh, look! There's an important-looking basin over here, and it's full of water. That means this is where they make all the synth, and that special water is the main ingredient. If you dilute it with normal water, you'll get synth, but the pure stuff can dissolve a human. Paimon will take notes on this incriminating evidence. Let's see what's written here. Callus. Navia's father. Oh, this seems to be an investigation report on him. Yep, it's about finding someone to assist. This should prove the existence of the third person, right? We still have not the old dog's he can act whenever he wants to. I concur. Let's send someone. Oh, seems like we've got a bunch of correspondence between the higher-ups. What's all this? Aw, it's a bunch of really cute things. Pink accessories, a hair tie, a necklace, even a makeup box. Oh, Paimon sees it too, but why are... Huh? You mean the girls... And then they were turned into all the boxes of things. These names. Many bottles of ingredients that probably just contain the waters of the primordial sea. Mixing in progress. Ready to drink. Stocks. Whoa! There's even fruit-flavored synth? Yep, What's this over here? Looks like some kind of place for research. Experiment number... The experiment was a failure. No individual managed to resurface from the water from the primordial sea. Female specimens... Sorry, traveler. Paimon will try her best. It's just... that... Paimon's never... How could someone write something that terrible and you read the rest? Paimon's too scared to keep going. So, that's why you did it all... Wait, Did he really think he'd be able to find a way just by dissolving people over and over? That's just Huh? Isn't that the name you heard by the fountain? Paimon thought he was an eyewitness in the serial disappearances case. You mean Vache is the one who did all of these... So that's it? No, that's not it either. If that's... In any case, Paimon will write it all down. We've looked at almost every... Yeah! We haven't found anything that reveals... No wonder even Nervalette wasn't named that way, even if we bring all this back. Sure thing. You take that side.
It's funny how I play this Archon Quest so many times that I can just remember what to do when it's like open-ended.
Nothing at all. And Paimon can't even find snacks either. Whoa, really? Let Paimon see. Freminet. Isn't that Vache's lover? Then... So many. The final name she decided... Marcel... Wait, but...
And whose image? Is it a man named... Oh.
I've merely...
I was waiting.
Navia! We're back!
As expected.
Just how often do you...
It's all right, Monsieur Nervalette. Given their confidence, I expect... But the truth of it, Marcel, is that you've...
Huh?
We've investigated your lair after your love. You even created...
So that's it. And with that...
This information, well, you fixated your gaze, so you know...
You also never...
For our determination...
Your
Mr. Marcel, please speak up now if you would like...
Do you really think I wanted to do any of this? Pay attention to you? What for? Have you ever paid attention to me? Ever empathized with my pain? Ever known how it feels to watch the love of your life dissolve right in front of your eyes?
Challenge done. I just don't have the stamina to get through the rest of this Archon Quest. But I've had fun.
We have some time to do shopping. Gosh.
I should make a playlist with all the Kirara Only
Well met,
streams.
partner. I knew something great.
Even this weather...
It's a pleasure to see you both again.
Oh, hey, Navia!
Oh. It's just been everyone from Spina di Rosula this time, though. Everyone in Poisson, and even many
Hope me,
people
do you
from the
like
court
Navia?
all
I
attend-
love Navia. Navia's probably my second favorite Fontaine character. Fontaine. Navia's amazing.
Oh, by the... well...
The only
Way
character
back
from
when
Fontaine that I
became the
like more is
president of the Spina
Nouvellette.
di Rosula, she was... I believe the story was... To be fair, though, she was trying to lean on our friend...
Oh, yeah!
Anyway, I told her to make sure that when she writes about you guys entering the opera house... Oh, and in other news...
Oh, are you...
While you were investigating Vache's head, it was thanks to her that we were able to turn the tide. I wanted to thank her.
Oh, that's...
Anyway,
what is it?
I should pay a visit, and on top of that... That
I like
includes
Chevreuse and
me,
Chiori.
too.
I mean, technically, Chiori doesn't really count, but she resides in Fontaine. And most people consider Toma an Inazuma character, so Chiori would count as a Fontaine character.
We want to go too!
Sure thing.
And in that case...
Yeah, you're right.
Huh? Isn't that Novelette? Why would the Chief Justice be here? Huh?
My apologies. I should...
Don't...
Sorry about that.
Oh,
Nivolette's
I was
VA
trying
did
to say
such a
there's
good
no.
job.
I wanted to show my
Same with
father how much
Navia's
I've
VA,
grown.
but Nivolette's VA is
But
on
still,
a whole nother
I doubt
level.
I've grown.
In that case,
You really could use some pointers on understanding human In any case.
there was once a time when I didn't want to believe that there could be anything more. No, rather than that, it's probably more true, which is also why I didn't stop your father.
He's
from
also
beginning
great
that
in terms
fateful
of
duel.
combat.
I believed that a truly
He's
innocent
really
man
strong
would never
with his
throw away
hydro
his life
pump.
like that.
And so is
Mr.
Navia.
Callus proved me utterly
With her
and
gun.
decisively wrong. If not for his sacrifice, with Mr. Callus made the choice, and in the end, from a justice that's up. So you asked me why I came here. I just wanted to say my apology. This regret has filled that high and mighty chair in the opera Epicles indeed insulates one from many important things. Spina di Rosula, thank you so much for your hard work and perseverance.
I'm so you're actually
Yeah,
one
I
of
have
those
Navi up to
types
2.
that's
Pretty
cold on
broken,
the
both of
outside,
these.
but
They're
pretty
broken in
thoughtful
terms
on
of
the
combat
inside,
and
huh?
broken on the inside.
Sorry about that.
Didn't I?
So let's not disturb them for now. We can wait till after they're done. Paimon's never paid respect. Huh? Oh, Paimon didn't know that was a thing. Oh no. Paimon hopes Miss Navia won't be. Anyway, Nervalette is still standing around there. It's not often that we can catch him alone like this, so why don't we go talk to him for a bit?
Hoodie? No, not yet. I know exactly when would be the best time to give him this hoodie.
Oh, it's you two.
We ran into Navi.
I see, I see.
Well, it's pretty hard to run into you like this since you're usually.
Please feel free. Though
I
outsiders,
hate how they
you
make
helped
it
us solve
so
one
you
of the
have
greatest
to
mysteries in
click on
Fontaine.
every single one of these options.
So.
Truthfully,
It's
that
annoying.
there used to be a special seed. Most of Tevat's life forms were first born in that
Huh. So it really was where everything began. It makes sense to call it primordial then.
But today, the primordial sea no longer exists on the What Vache discovered must have been some kind of special case, or a remnant from a truly ancient age.
Huh. So that's how it is. Oh, you really know everything, Monsieur.
Indeed. Why would the To be frank, that also doesn't match my understanding. Is there any... That the sea level... Does that appropriate...
That's right.
Yes, up to the... Rumors have it...
A prophecy?
Two parts of the Speaking of the if the rumors were true...
But...
Is there any... My apologies. However... For many years, as a divinely... Not only can it produce... Which is all to say, I was not aware. In any case, based on Farina's while we do intend... If we did...
If you ask Paimon...
Is there... Your sibling... If he ever stepped foot... Is there any...
Finally, okay. I have no more
Very
questions.
well. It will soon be time for me to leave.
You
I thought he was gonna say it
Crime
would
and villainy
finally
do
be
not
time
have
for
the
me to
day
leave this
off.
bullshit.
And so just...
All right. You've got... Huh? Paimon just noticed that the rain has stopped.
And that's where it ends. Cinematically, as light rain falls without reason, there's a reason he's right there. That's the reason. The emotionally unstable man.
Around for a while now.
Do I have a wish? I don't.
Navia said something about
Well, Act 2 gave us our first challenge. Whoa, Ito! Trillion Twinkies. Trillion Trinket Trawl. Ah. It gave us our first combat, and that is making me nervous for Act 5, which has probably one of the toughest rooms of enemies in the entire challenge. Not just this challenge, just any challenge in general. Two Hilichurl Rogues and a Ruin Guard. I have not had a playthrough that has not died or has lost one character besides the Genshin Nuzlocke in that room yet. That room is tough. So we'll see how long that takes once we get to it, but until then, I'll leave you with that.